everybody doing today? Responsibility for Freedom, it's Luke here. We did some long shows on our channel with the co-author of the Freedom Handbook, Chris. We talked about this Kavanaugh thing, and people are still talking about it. It's unbelievable. It's outrageous. You have an exempt, a squeaky clean career as a judge for over a decade. You work with dozens and dozens and dozens of women every day in your professional career. You're up for the Supreme Court nomination, and 3-4 days before they're supposed to have a vote, you hear about the sexual allegation from this Ford lady. And people keep repeating and repeating how credible she is and how she's a hero and she's a survivor, how she's bringing this in, and all this rhetoric as if she's some kind of superhero. She brought zero evidence to support what she says, which is outrageous to begin with. Her own testimony is just riddled with problems, contradictions, lies, and people are still acting like she has an ounce of credibility. Listen, that woman is a garbage human being. She's not mistaken. She's lying through her teeth, and anybody who objectively listens to what she had to say, first of all, she's lying. She showed up with 2 lawyers. When's the last time you saw a victim of anything show up with 2 lawyers? Why does she have 2 lawyers paid for by the DMC who paid for her polygraph, which is inadmissible in court? She knows it as a psychologist. She can't remember details worth a hill of beans, and every person she named that could corroborate her alleged story all deny it ever took place. The fact that there was a hearing for this is insane. There is a gentleman, I can't remember his name. I watched a 20-minute video. If you Google Barack Obama smoking crack, it'll come up. We'll probably do some research before we post this, and you could hopefully put a link to his video. Now, I'm not saying whether to believe the guy, but the guy claimed to be smoking crack in the early 90s when he was something to do in Chicago. I think he was the mayor or he was a senator there in the District of Chicago. And he was driving around smoking crack with Obama, and they were performing sex acts in the back of a limo. That guy offered more credible evidence to support that allegation than this Ford lady brought to the table. And where was his hearing? That didn't even make it on the mainstream news. It was just swept under the rug. This is the kind of crap that the Democrats are pulling. That allegation that she sent in should have been read over once, and anybody with a competent brain would have thrown it in the garbage and never even called her up. That's exactly what should have happened. She had no business giving any credibility to that crap or allegation. And if you want to bring up the other 2 allegations that the other 2 women brought up, you're losing your mind. If you think he was running sex clubs and gang rapes while he was in high school and nobody said anything until now, then I can't help you. So this crap has got to come to an end. The poor guy has got to answer these questions, and there's literal people standing in front of cameras saying, oh no, he has to prove his innocence. That's not how life works.
Damn!
You bring an accusation against someone, you bring the evidence, or you shut your mouth. She would have phoned up her best friend and said, hey, do you remember, no, she never told anybody. She wore a hat and went to a rally, an anti-Trump rally, wearing those pussy hats. She donated to the DMC. Her mother works for a pharmaceutical company that's coming out with an abortion drug, a day after pill. You add this all up, this woman is disgusting. She's a disgusting human being, and I watched her testimony live. She's not credible. She's lying through her teeth. This crap's got to come to an end. You can't believe nonsense. So let's shut it down. Keep it free.